Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse pick a card tarot reading. So the Virgo full moon occurs on Thursday, March 13th, 11:55 p.m. Pacific time, and it will occur at 2:55 a.m. Friday, March 14th, Eastern Time. We also have Mercury going retrograde in Aries on the 14th at 11:46 p.m. Pacific time, and then that Mercury retrograde in Aries will occur at 2:46 a.m. Eastern time on March 15th. So we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 with the rose quartz point. This is pile 2 with the opalite sphere. And this is pile 3 with the tiger eye point. Take your time in choosing your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's your intuition letting you know that there's a message for you in that pile as well. Please keep in mind that these are general tarot readings, so only go with the messages that resonate with you. I'll begin with pile 1. There'll be timestamps down below for the other readings, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you were drawn to the rose quartz wand point, welcome to your reading. We're first going to reveal your 3 oracle cards. 2 are from the Moonology oracle decks, and the third one is the Super Attractor oracle. Full moons are a great time for manifesting and completing projects, desires, and wishes. And we have for you the blood moon with courage. You're meant to be courageous at this time. And courage arises when we face our fears. Next, we have the full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Are you afraid of being your true self? Is that where you need to show courage in expressing your true self, your desires, your wishes? And your super attractor is, I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Okay, this also takes courage to listen to what your deeper inner self is saying, as well as the guidance that we receive from the universe in her many ways of showing us where to go. Let's get you a card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And we have for you Will-o'-the-Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Okay, have the courage to delve within yourself to discover these hidden treasures that is in the safekeeping of your shadow self. And this will also reveal aspects of yourself, your true self. At the bottom of the deck, we have First Breath, Beginner's Mind. So this is something that you're just beginning. This is a journey that you're beginning. And as you know, there are many kinds of beginnings. The beginning of facing your fears, the beginning of being real to yourself, and the beginning to slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to you. which is your shadow self communicating with you, wanting you to explore the treasures that are hidden within you. Do not be afraid of your own shadow. Let's go deeper into this reading with the tarot. I am using the tarot of the Moon Garden. And we have for you the Three of Pentacles. Okay, this is adding those extra details that make something a little bit nicer. This is also your dream team. When the pieces fall together nicely, this can also be about contracts and having the courage to explore those contracts. Perhaps these are commitments that you are making to yourself to make those improvements to yourself. Next, we have the Emperor. This is ruled by Aries. And we do have Mercury going retrograde in Aries at the time of this full moon lunar eclipse. And this is about manifesting that which you desire, channeling that energy and grounding it into manifestation. And this is the real you, the Emperor, the ruler of your own life, the ruler of your creations. And Aries, when the sun enters Aries, that's when we have the spring equinox. It's the beginning of the new astrological year. Aries is the beginning of the astrological wheel. Next, we have the Two of Swords, being at the crossroads. Which way do you go? Here you are meant to slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to you. And this is having you tune into your inner self, into your shadows where those treasures are hidden. And look at this, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of financial blessings, someone who lives in luxury, and luxury has a different meaning to each and every one of us. For some, it's just having a safe place to live and be. This could also represent doing that which you desire. To me, this also represents the treasures that are hidden within yourself, within your shadow. You have a wealth of treasure that is hidden within your shadow that, like a seed planted beneath the soil in the dark, in the shadows, wants to manifest. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards here. For the clarifying tarot cards, I'm using the Everyday Witch. And also keep in mind with the lunar eclipse, we also get to experience all the phases of the moon during that time. So it is a great time for clearing away any of your doubts and fears, clearing your pathway, and make a choice, decide. And with this Three of Pentacles, 3 times 3 equals 9. So I see that the decision that you make here with courage, you're going to experience that threefold manifestation, which is beautiful because you are choosing yourself with this Emperor in Aries, that Mercury retrograde occurring in Aries, And what messages? Because Mercury is the messenger. Are you to reevaluate, relax into, and review? As well as reveal. I feel like that you're going to, this spring, you're going to beginning to reveal your true self. On the Three of Pentacles, we have the Hermit. And this is really nice because only you have the courage to do what you need to do. The courage has to come from you. You have been on the Hermit's journey. Here we have someone in the woods with a fire. And to me, this is someone who's on a vision quest, which is a test of facing your fears, to build your courage. On the Emperor, we have the World, honor, the accolades, the recognition of the real you. You are presenting yourself. The Hermit stands alone. He's been in his journey, and he is going to reveal, you are going to reveal the real you to the world. Then we have the Three of Wands. Excuse me. The Three of Wands, waiting for the right moment, waiting for guidance. And that's that slowing down to listen to the guidance that's available to you. Here we have a merchant who can see his ships heading towards the ports. And he has to be patient for them to get into port. And they are going to reveal what they have brought back from the faraway places. As you are going to be revealing the aspects of yourself from your shadow, you're bringing them into the light. And then we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of discernment and evaluation. And she's going to help you to evaluate the things that you find in your shadows. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the hidden treasures that you find within yourself. Okay, let's get some cards from the mystical shaman. And we have the Journey. This is really nice because it goes so nicely with the Hermit. This is your vision quest, seeking wisdom. He has an owl on top of his head. He has crow or raven's wings. And this is, his ancestors, guidance from your ancestors, the wisdom that your ancestors wish to show you. And they are showing you in really nice details your value that you bring to the world, your courage, being the example by being your true, real self. Next, we have the Beauty Way. And we have a dragonfly, which also represents transformation. We have a water lily, a lotus, which represents coming up out of the depths. And this is the hidden treasures that are rising above the water and blooming. The real you You're going to bloom into the world, and the world is going to take notice. You are filling your life with beauty. If it doesn't feel good to you, you're going to detach from that with that Queen of Swords, so that you can harvest the Nine of Pentacles, your hidden treasures. Next, we have water. Okay, water is the key to life, but it's also liquid. It takes the form of whatever you pour water into. It becomes, when you pour it into a glass, the water becomes the glass. When it freezes, it's solid. When it melts, it becomes air. It becomes clouds, which rain and becomes water again. Water is fluid, but it's also a solid. It's reflective, and it's emotional. It represents our emotions. What form are your emotions taking? Slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to you. Just as the dragonfly emerges out of water, just as the water lily rises out of the silty mud at the bottom and rises to float upon the surface of the water where it blooms. This is you emerging from the depths of your shadow to display your treasures, the hidden treasures, the real you, the original you. This journey, this shaman's journey, the hermit and the journey card with the Three of Pentacles, this is the refined aspects of who you are. You have grown, you have shed many skins, and now you are re-emerging as a refined you. And then we have the mystical shaman. And here we have we have many feathers here. And this is the spirit taking flight. It also looks like that he has a eagle nose, an eagle beak for a nose. This is about shape-shifting, becoming who you want to become. And in the shadows, in the depths of your shadow, here's where you can play with the imagination, trying on the wardrobe of what feels good to you. What is it that you want to become? And it's going to take courage. And you are finding that courage within yourself with the hermit. And you're on this journey. And perhaps with this lunar eclipse, you're going to use this lunar eclipse to journey down as the moon goes into eclipse and then is hidden and then begins to re-emerge. And you re-emerge as the emperor into the world where you will blossom. This is the transformed aspects of who you are. You have been washed clean with the water. Water is purification, cleansed, a new you, revived. Think of how refreshing water is after a long, arduous journey. And then you emerge as the mystical shaman. Here you don't share all of your secrets to define who you are. You already know who you are, and you do not need to justify who you are to the world. You are making your world more beautiful. You're taking the way of beauty, the journey, beauty way. You're watering and nurturing that which you love, which brings beauty into your life, that nurtures and nourishes you becoming the mystical shaman, which is the hidden treasure within your shadow. So I'm going to end your reading here, pile one. Beautiful reading. I hope that you have a beautiful mystical journey in discovering who you are. With this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be able to reevaluate and refine who you want to be. Who's the real you in this coming spring? How do you want to bloom? It's up to you. You are the master of your manifestation, and you are creating a new, beautiful, mystical life for yourself with this Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Powerful. The Queen of Swords is also going to help you to sever the swords, or should I say, help you weed out your garden to keep it beautiful. Okay, pile one, beautiful reading. Until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile two. If you were drawn to the opalite sphere, welcome to your reading. We're first going to reveal your 3 oracle cards. These 2 are from Moonology oracles, and this is from the Super Attractor oracle. So let's see what you have. Okay. We have the last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. And this is very interesting, I think, because Mercury, which is the ruling planet of Gemini, is going retrograde in Aries, and Aries represents the first position on the astrological wheel. So it's a renewal of that wheel as we also initiate spring. Next we have reach for the moon, go for it. Clear your mind first, and then go for it. Clear your mind and focus on the moon as you reach for it, for whatever that is, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you, and go for it. And then we have, when I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will naturally will surround me, and movements will form. So when I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me, and movements will form. So to me, this is the process of manifestation. Clearing your mind, focusing on joy, making joy that priority, and the brilliant ideas will come to you. And then as you go for it, that's the movement. Okay, let's get you a card from the Shaman's Dream. we have for you Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life with number 44. Okay, so clear your mind, go for it. There's a perfect storm which does take courage for you to step into life. At the bottom of the deck, we have the benefactor, grace and generosity. And here we have a mushroom that's like a cup that is full of abundance and joy. Okay, let's go deeper into this reading with the tarot. I'm using the Tarot of the Moon Garden. And with this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, we are going to experience all the phases of the moon. Because as the shadow crosses across the moon is going to go into waning phase, and it gives us an opportunity to clear our mind, to clear obstacles from our path. And then as the shadow moves out of the face of the moon, we begin the waxing phases of the moon, where we can manifest, where we can go for it, where we are joyful for the returning of the light. And if you think about it, the lunar eclipse is the perfect storm, the courage where you can step into life. Okay, we begin with the Nine of Pentacles. Abundance is waiting for you. This is financial abundance, prosperity. Living the life you desire. Clear your mind and visualize the life that you wish to live. And then you're going to go for it. With the Five of Staves, the Five of Staves does represent competition, but with the Five of Staves, it's not like the Five of Swords. The Five of Staves is more like sparring, to become stronger, to become better, to find where your weaknesses are so you can make improvements. So the Five of Staves is showing you where you need to make improvements, and you're meant to reach for that and go for it. Do not fear it. Have the courage to make those improvements. Turn those weaknesses into your strengths. It is where we have been broken where the gold of our soul forms and grows. Next, we have the Sun. How beautiful. This card is ruled by Leo because the Sun rules the sign of Leo. And with Mercury going retrograde in Aries, which is a fire sign, that first spark, and when the sun enters Aries, we have the spring equinox, an initiation. This card also represents abundance, but also allowing your inner child to come out and play, to choose joy, to be that joyful child, and surround yourself with all that you need. Now, this card is also a card of protection as well as abundance, protecting your inner child. Your inner child is the keeper of unconditional love and forgiveness. But most importantly, the child has imagination with no boundaries. Clear your mind, allow your imagination to help you manifest the world that you want to live in. And then we have the Nine of Cups. I love it. Follow your bliss. Follow your joy, and the universe will provide all that you need. When you make joy a priority, this inner child, your day in the sun, brilliant ideas will come naturally, support will surround me, and movements will form. As you clear your mind and go for that which you desire from within yourself, that's going to ripple out in the world, and it's going to attract all that you need because you are following your path of joy. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards on here. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. And on the Nine of Pentacles, we have Justice. There is a balance here. You're going to be reaping your karmic rewards. Now, this card is ruled by Libra, which is an air sign, as Gemini is also an air sign. So I see these energies forming a trine, which is this easy-going flow. There is balance and flow to manifest that which you desire. On the Five of Staffs, we have the Three of Pentacles. Putting the work in, go for it, but make sure it's something you love doing. And with choosing your dream team here, which forms the trine, your work becomes play. Just like the sparring becomes play. It helps you to know where your weaknesses are, but then your strengths become those that you ally yourself with. And you become each other's strength to the weaknesses. You each bring something to the table that the other two aren't as good at, or they're not good at it at all. But it comes in together, and it's like mixing the right ingredients in the right amount to make the perfect dish. On the Sun, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is much like what I had just described about bringing the ingredients together and mixing them to make a delicious dish. This card represents a weariness, a time of melancholy, and maybe you have been feeling a little melancholy lately. It is the end of winter, and you can be like, oh, I can't wait for spring, and it's just around the corner. And as you blend your three cups together here with this fourth cup that is coming to you, this is the secret ingredient. And what is the secret ingredient to any dish? Love. And love is given with joy. Love entangles with joy, and from that comes brilliant ideas. The Sun is conscious clarity, and things are going to come together very nicely for you. On the Nine of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. This is beautiful because now you are trusting your intuition. You're able to read the ripples of energy that flow into you. And you manifest. And here she is holding a tray of bread and fruit. And the fish are happily awaiting down here to receive the bounty that she is going to provide. And there's even a little kitty cat here that is also going to benefit. When nature is prosperous, and bountiful. We are all prosperous and bountiful because all that we receive comes from nature, a gift from the universe. And this queen is pregnant. So there is manifestation here. And that is with the Nine of Cups. You are manifesting through your joy the life that you want to live. And through this manifestation from your joy and manifesting it into the real world, it's actually going to rebalance your life. So if you've been feeling out of balance, you're going to start receiving your karmic rewards to bring in and balance your life. Okay, let's get you some mystical shaman cards. And we begin with the corn, with number 10. This is beautiful because corn represents abundance. And here with the Nine of Pentacles, abundance is yours. The golden corn, this is substances. This is what nurtures you. And it could be for some of you, you are balancing your intake, what it is that you eat, to balance your health and well-being. And it's also going to clear your mind. This could also be incorporating fasting so that you cleanse and purify, and then you intake only healthy foods. Next, we have the sacrifice. Sacrificing the struggle here. Sacrifice is that which you give, your generosity, your kindness, your kind words, not because you want to be liked or accepted by others, but because you genuinely feel that way. You want to share that joy. If you see something that you like, say so. Go for it. Share your abundance here. And that's what the Three of Pentacles with that Five of Staffs is about. Bringing together the diversity and sharing it. Next, we have the staff. Okay, this makes me think of Hermes staff, or the Caduceus, which is the staff of healing. We see that staff everywhere on medical buildings, on medical badges. As above, so below. Here we have the sun. As above, so below is you holding that staff. You are in between. You're in the middle world. Your staff is planted on the ground and connected to the underworld, so that you are like this conduit of the energy above and the energy below, and that staff is your authority to guide the energies into your manifestations. And then we have the giveaway. This is sharing what you have. Sharing your gifts, sharing your joy, sharing that bliss. The sharing of yourself is the ultimate sacrifice. And with these four cards, I am seeing you are sacrificing your old self that no longer serves you, those aspects that you've outgrown, for the abundance that's coming into you. You're making room for this abundance, and you're doing so in a very alchemical way. And the transformation is this loving energy. We have the Queen of Cups there, which is receiving and giving equally. So I'm going to end your reading here. And I hope that it resonated with you and was helpful for you. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, Pile 3. If you were drawn to the Tiger Eye Wands point, welcome to your reading. So we're first going to look at your oracle cards. These two are from two different Moonology oracles, and this is from the Super Attractor Oracle. So let's see what we have. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. Where thoughts go, your energy goes, your action goes towards what it is that you're focusing on. And you are focusing on what's thriving in your life. Tending to your garden, making sure that your garden thrives, which is going to create more of what you want. And then we have a moon in detriment, cut your losses. Sometimes we have to cut back our plants so that they can produce more blooms. Sometimes we also have to weed out our garden so that that which we want to grow, what you want to create, more growth of what you desire can happen. Okay, and then we have the full moon in Libra, find a balance. Okay, this is a balance of give and take, of cutting back what you don't want and focusing on what's thriving. Okay, let's go deeper. Oh, let's get you a Shaman's Dream card, and then we'll get into the tarot. And we have for you the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a tidy house, clarity, and organization. And I kind of feel like that we should bring this card into the reading as well. The perfect storm did show up in one of the previous readings. That's why I'm also bringing out a tidy house, clarity, and organization, because both fit into your cards here. Directing your focus on what's thriving and creating more of what you want and cut your losses. And that takes, the courage to step into the life that you want. And this is about finding a balance. And the perfect storm can bring chaos and destruction. And the tidy house, the clarity and organization, helps to clear out the debris from the perfect storm. But that perfect storm is helping you clear out that which no longer serves you. Okay, let's go deeper into this reading with the tarot. I am using Tarot of the Moon Garden. Okay, this card obviously wants to be seen. And we have the Two of Staffs. This is about stepping out of your comfort zone. You have a globe, the world in your hands, but you're standing on top of your castle. And you're looking out over the realm that you live in. What do you want to go after? The Two of Staffs is a card of contemplation. What do you want to focus your mind on? Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. What is it that you want? And then we have the Four of Swords. This is about restoration, recollecting yourself, recovering. Cut your losses. And with this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, and Virgo's about healing, but it's also about being of service. And we have Mercury going retrograde in Aries. Chiron is also still in Aries. And those are about healing and taking care of yourself. You may have to cut some losses in order to take care of yourself. Find a balance between work and self-care, making self-care part of your plan. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. She is the queen of resourcefulness. And she usually has a Venus sign with her. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the Empress. The Empress reminds me quite often of the Queen of Pentacles because both are about abundance and having enough. There's always enough. There's enough abundance for everyone. But I do see you here, contemplating and re-evaluating what it is that you do want to focus on. And the Queen of Pentacles is about being of service to her community. She's also the Queen of resourcefulness, which is, I am going to use the resources that I do have, and the resources that I lack, the universe will provide for her. Next, we have the Sun. This is beautiful because this is the universe providing the resources she needs to grow what's thriving, to grow her garden. And here we have a child on a Pegasus horse and sunflowers. This represents abundance, protection, clarity, conscious clarity. And it's also about reconnecting with your inner child. Tidying up your house is the same as tidying up your mind, especially after you may have experienced a storm in your life and you're you're evaluating what you can salvage. That's that Four of Swords, where, you might have to just take a break, give yourself that break. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I can't take the time off. There is no time for me to take off. And they will argue with everyone that they don't have the time because they're not allowing themselves that time. That's the illusion that they set up for themselves. It's time for you to direct your focus on what is thriving for you, which is going to create more of what you want. This is also you stepping out of that comfort zone because you might have to cut some losses, and cutting those losses can be part of stepping out of that comfort zone. But that's going to give you the time that you need to where you can recover and restore your energies, to find a balance, because I feel like that some of you might be wearing yourselves thin energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. And the Queen of Pentacles is the resources that are coming in to give you that little bit of a break. This card is ruled by Capricorn. She is very organized. She's going to help you tidy your house for clarity and organization by getting rid of the clutter in your house. You're going to be able to operate much better. The sun is bringing you this clarity, giving you the courage to step into your life. That perfect storm is also helping you to clear out that which no longer serves you. There's a renewal here. Let's get some clarifying tarot cards on these. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot for your clarifying cards. Okay, that card wanted to come out. It flipped over. Here we have the Death card. This is about death and rebirth. This is a renewal. It's about cutting your losses, weeding out your garden, getting rid of that which is distracting you from your focus, distracting yourself from what helps you to thrive. And next we have the Hermit card on the Four of Swords. And this is about spending some time alone. And that's beautiful with this Four of Swords, because this is a card of meditation, deep meditation on yourself. What aspects of yourself have you outgrown? What part of who you are is not what you want to be in the future? It's much like how a child goes from being a child into being a teenager, into being an adult. You know, you outgrow clothes, you outgrow attitudes, and you mature into balance. And you take with you that which serves you in this moment. The Hermit can only do that for themselves. And with the Hermit showing up on the Four of Swords, this is you deciding who you want to be with no outside forces to influence you. And with this Death card, it could be like the death of the old you so that the new you can emerge. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. A lot of energies moving around, helping you to focus on what it is that you do want. This can be scattered energies, but with this tornado, it's very focused on where it is going. And it's finding a balance so that you're not caught up in this perfect storm, in the chaos of the tornado, but you can direct your energies, your focus, into what it is that you do want to create. And the Eight of Wands can be fast-moving energies. Once you come out of the Four of Swords, you can be very motivated with a very clear, conscious perspective to bring you clarity and organization, which is part of this Sun card. But you also need courage there too. And then we have the Three of Cups. There is celebration here with good people, those who are helping you to be focused. Maybe the three of you are focused on the same project, or you're celebrating something that came to fruit. You're celebrating a passage of life. And here you are coming out of this death, rebirth, because the Hermit is in the darkness of the soul. And with it on the Four of Swords, you are in deep meditation. And then you emerge with knowing what it is that you need to do. The Sun brings you the clarity, and you are celebrating the renewal of yourself and what it is that you desire to do. Okay, let's get you some cards from the Mystic Shaman. And we have lightning. Okay, that goes beautiful with this perfect storm because there's lightning bolts here. And lightning illuminates, but it also shocks us. It's followed by thunder. Lightning also purifies the air. It's transformative. And it can also be like an idea that is electrifying, that jolts you into like having that light bulb moment, like, aha. It can also be the lightning jolt that revives you back into life. And you're now reborn. And then we have this completion. Something is completing here. And it's time to get rid of those things that no longer serve you. And like the snake, you are shedding your old skin to let your new growth shine with the iridescence of a rainbow. We do have rainbow colors here, the colors of the chakras. Also reflect the colors of the rainbow. And after the lightning, after this perfect storm, a rainbow appears. There's a completion. The storm has completed. And now you are allowing those energies to settle. You've cut your losses and you're evaluating what is left to find the balance in your life. Next, we have fire. Purification of fire. Burning away the old, allowing a new you to emerge, and coming out of this death that is cold. Here we also have a fire burning here, so the hermit can warm their soul, to illuminate and warm their soul and bring clarity, inspiration, fire of inspiration and transformation. This completion is also part of this transformation. And with the finding of balance and the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you're burning away that which no longer serves you. And the fire is also providing you with a resource. And it helps give you direction with this Eight of Wands, where you can direct your focus into the fire and redirect your energies. Fire is energy. Fire is also Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They're the three fire signs. And we're going to be having the spring equinox very soon. And that's when the sun enters Aries and starts that spark of spring, the spark of the new beginning. And then we have the vision quest. You are receiving a new vision for your life, and that's what you're celebrating here. The sun has brought you clarity and a new vision. Okay, pile 3, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope that you enjoyed your reading and found it inspiring and helpful. And until next time, take care and blessed be.